Community, how are you? Welcome back, welcome back. And for those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, this is my video channel, The Community of We with Dr. B. I am so glad that you are here for the first time, and for those that are returning, thank you for coming back as I continue on speaking about grief. We are in the sixth one, which is depression. I had to think about that to count it. Please forgive me for not posting. I know I'm a few weeks behind, but as you know, life happens after we plan. But here I am. I want to just jump right into today and speaking about depression, because depression is closely running right after guilt in the grief awareness. And for those of you again that are tuning in for the first time, you probably wonder, well, what is Dr. B talking about? I am talking about the 7 stages of grief by Kubler-Ross and David. They actually came together and just provided these levels and stages of grief. And I'm just elaborating on them a little more and bringing it to more of a layman's term, basically. And just helping you navigate through this, as we all will experience this at some point in time in our life. With everything that's happening, a lot of us are experiencing it now. And I want to make sure that this information stays relevant, that you understand what's happening when you're going through these stages. Now, again, I just want to jump right into depression. Depression, so many of us know what that is. The feeling tone of depression is so real. There are times when we are so heavily weighted down emotionally that our physical body responds to that. We feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. We feel like we are so laden, so burdened that sometimes we don't even want to get out of the bed. It is a lot of energy that we have to use to literally just move and do. Even sometimes just being able to just sit and breathe, you get depressed because not just for the breathing, but because of everything else. You feel like it's a task to breathe. Really, individuals feel like that. And so in the stages of grief, and when that heavy cloud comes on you in the realm of depression, let me just give you a few examples other than what I've already stated. You feel heavy. You're like, well, what do you mean by heavy, Dr. B? Heavy is when you literally feel like there's a weight on your shoulders. You literally feel like you don't want to move. You don't even want to open up your eyes. Sometimes you don't even want to bathe. You don't want to do your hair. You don't want to do anything that will remind you of life. You don't want to move. You don't want to sit up on the side of your bed. Do you know that when you're under that heavy cloud of depression, a lot of times it is a lot of energy that you have to use just to swing your legs around on the side of the bed and to sit up and to start your day. It is a heavy feeling that you feel in your soul, that you don't want to do absolutely anything. You're sad. Anything could cause you to even sink into that sadness even more. You think about all the negative things that could happen versus looking on the bright side of things, or that it will be better soon. I'm not saying when, but soon. You're looking at, basically, I know many of you have heard the saying, you're looking at the glass completely empty versus half full. So in that realm of depression, that heaviness, that feeling tone that goes right into your behavior is real. It's real, community. I know many of you are experiencing that right now. And so when you are in that realm of depression, when I tell you it's like a valley, and in that valley, you got to really fight like no other. Don't you dare give up. The community is rooting on you to fight through those emotions, fight through those feelings. When I say fight, when you don't want to move your body, I literally say start small, go to your toe, and you emotionally speak to that toe like, I am stricken with so much grief. I am so hurt. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to move. I don't want to bathe. I don't want to do anything. But I need you to go. Start with your feet. Begin to think about your toes. Begin to move your toes and say, you know what? I got to get up from this space. Begin to move your feet. Begin to move your ankles. Begin to move your calves. Begin to move your knees, and keep moving each part of your body until you literally get enough strength to move. And then when you have these thoughts that are just plaguing your brain with the heaviness of the emotion in the stages of grief, of losing someone, or even getting a serious diagnosis from your medical doctor. And so instead of succumbing to the feeling tone of reality of losing your loved one, or getting some serious medical news about your health, and instead of succumbing to that space of sadness and depression and loneliness and heaviness and being full of burdens, remember in that space. That's why I said it's so important to be connected with the right community, that they can come along and begin to gird you up. They can come and be a support for you. They can help you. They can talk you through this and help you to begin to move and to do things and begin to function in that space. And again, remember, resilience is already there. That resilience is going to help you bounce back like a shock absorber. It's going to help you bounce back into, yes, this hurts. Yes, this pain is great. Yes, I'm sad. Yes, I feel like I can't go on. Yes, I feel like I am so stricken with all of these emotions and I feel like I don't want to do anything. Yes, these feelings are real. Be present. You heard me from week to week and in my previous videos. Be present. Be present. Be present. Be present. But don't stay in that space of depression. Oh no. We are bigger than that. We are greater than that. We are stronger than that. Greater is He that is within us than he that is within the world. Remember that, community, and you begin to fight up out of that space of depression. And you begin to do it one step at a time. And that resilience is going to help you be able to bounce back out of that space. And as I come to a close and just thinking about depression, is not a good space. Don't spend a lot of time there. Talk about it. Go through therapy. And I'm not just saying that because I am a licensed therapist. It's important to know that you connect with the right therapist and that they can help you through it, with the right community, so that they can help you through it, to gird you through it, to walk you through it, to pray you through it, to hold you up through it. All of that, to feed you nourishments of nuggets to begin to help you to stand on that platform of resilience that you have. Community, we can do this. We can do this in these days and times when all of this stuff is happening in our world, in every aspect that's causing all of our emotions to be on heightened awareness. We got to stick together. We got to work through this. We got to work through this. Now, remember, we are a community. Remember, we can get through this together. Remember that the depression place is not for any of us. We are going to feel it at some point in our lives. But what we do in that space of depression will begin to help us to come into our next phase of acceptance and hope, which is the last stage of grief. Now, I want you to know we can do this. You can do this. And know that you have the strength within. Community, thank you for joining me. Thank you for meeting me week to week. as I've gone through these stages of grief, we are we are all feeling this in some form. In this space and in our world, we are experiencing this. So please know that we're here. We're community. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. I'll be sure to get back with you. I'm so glad that you joined me this week. Don't forget, our next segment will be on the last stage of grief, which is acceptance and hope. I'll see you soon. Remember, let's continue to build communities of unity on purpose. I'll see you soon.